Hi, I'm Eamon Hotep Parker, and I'm the CEO of the Ethel Lee Zachary Foundation. I want to introduce you guys to someone very special. This young man is Damari Carter. Damari Carter is a West Philadelphia resident. However, he's missing. He's been missing for some time. If you guys have any information on Damari, please don't hesitate to contact the foundation at our email, or you can contact us at this phone number. Unfortunately, this story is tragic because Damari's parents are the ones that have been charged with his disappearance and possibly murder. I'm going to show you a quick news clip in regards to the case. Give me a second.
Well, tonight, a mother in West Philadelphia and her boyfriend have been charged in connection with the disappearance of the mother's 4-year-old son. Authorities are presuming the little boy is dead as they continue searching for his body. The child's family members reached out to Action News saying he was last seen on November 25th. Action News reporter Brianna Smith has the latest in the investigation.
Philadelphia police spent the entire day searching for 4-year-old Damari Carter, but unfortunately, they did not find him. Meanwhile, his mother and her boyfriend are charged with murder. Philadelphia police spent hours in the rain searching this dumpster at the intersection of Union and Brown Streets in West Philadelphia, hoping to find evidence or the remains of 4-year-old Damari Carter.
Nobody saw it coming. It completely took us blindsided because everybody was holding out hope that he was going to be found okay.
Ayanna Parrish has been worried about her young cousin Damari for weeks. Parrish says his mother, 28-year-old Dominique Bailey, told family members Carter was hit and killed by a car.
Once everybody started to get cops involved, because we're calling the children's hospital, and they're like, we've never heard of Damari Carter ever.
Police also found no evidence of a car crash. On Friday, detectives say Bailey provided information to police about her involvement with her son's death. Their investigation also led them to her boyfriend's house on Reno Street, which is just blocks away from the dumpster they were examining. Sources tell Action News investigators believe he was beaten to death.
How could anybody look out and put their hands on him and hurt him like that? It broke my heart. There were people out there that would have taken him and gave him a better life.
Police say they're determined to find Damari and will continue their search on Sunday. Now, again, his mother and her boyfriend, 30-year-old Kevin Spencer, are facing several charges, including murder.
This is a very sad situation. It saddens me because since I work with youth, this is a child that at this particular moment, we don't know if he's dead or alive. The probability is looking more towards he's passed due to his own parents. I'm just kind of speechless. Ooh, Jack, let me tell you. This job is very hard to do. especially coming from a position where I'm at, being a psychology major, learning things about attachment, development of children, how a successful life cycle can work. And then you got to hear about news like this. If you are in a situation such as this, well, let me give you some more information that I got from an inside source. Well, actually, I can't because it's not accredited yet. So, to kill your child for whatever reason, of you contemplating that, just like the young lady said, give your child to somebody else. Put the child up for adoption, give it to a family member, call me, here's my phone number, I'll find somewhere for the kid to go. Just don't result to murder. What's going to happen is that it's a probability Damari's dead. I really hope that's not the case, but even investigators are saying that's what it's looking like. This parenting thing can be stressful, as you can see. Now, here's the ironic thing about this. I can't really entirely blame his parents because it's due to the environment that the parents came up in. If you've come under an environment of trauma, bad parenting, and even a bad environment, a bad environment may be something like the hood and the city projects. And I mean, I'm not just saying labeling those, because you can also have a bad environment in the suburbs also. But if you've coming up in a bad environment such as that, or if you were a teenage mom or teenage dad, your parents was on, abusing alcohol, substance abuse, it's probability that you may have a hard life. And that's just due to statistics, due to research. I had a parenting group, and one of the members said he must think he's an expert because he's going for this degree, his master's degree. Let me tell you something. I don't think I'm an expert. I know I'm an expert. You can think whatever you want to. I'm not going to school just be twiddling my thumbs and just to say I got a master's degree. I'm going to school to help children so I can better understand the behaviors of human beings, so I can give these parents better advice, give advice to these children so they can be set and placed in a better environment and a path that will lead them to a more successful life. Unfortunately, Damari is not the only case. And ladies, if you're in a situation where as though you got to choose your child over a man, then you need to leave that relationship. Same thing with you guys. You're trying to choose your child or your children over a woman, you need to leave. These three young ladies right here, I'm not choosing anybody over them. They come right after God. They're my priority. Your children have to be your priority. Now, don't get me wrong. Like I said, I know parenting is hard. It can be very tricky, for some individuals. But that's why there's resources out here. We refer books. We really want to help, individuals in regards to this thing called parenting. And I know it's hard. I'm not trying to say that my girls are horrible people, because they're not. But they have times where they act out. Now, here's a book right here. And I referred this book before. It's called The Book You Wish Your Parents Had Read, and Your Children Will Be Glad That You Did. Don't be one of those parents where as though you think you know everything and there's no room for improvement, because those situations end up like the parents of Damari, whereas though they don't know how to raise children correctly, they don't have the proper resources, and now a child's life is presumably lost because of bad parenting. It's rough out here, parenting, as far as being a parent. And good parents know right from wrong. And sometimes it's probably going to take more than a book. For you to know right from wrong, you have to know or have some type of education about that. And you may say, well, why you need to go to school to figure out right from wrong? Because that's where they teach people at. Because if you come from a household of bad parenting, they may or may not be teaching you right from wrong. There's no excuse for what happened to Damari. Now, if you think I'm going to say it's due to the fact that his parents wasn't in school or had a college education, I really don't know. I could pretty much guess that they didn't. But don't get me wrong, just because you have a college education doesn't mean that you're not suspect to killing somebody. There's a lot of white collar crimes and a lot of people with college degrees that commit murder. It's the likelihood is less. We press culture and education because we want these children to see other opportunities out here that some parents can't present to them. And you parents got to step your game up, the ones that do. Your child's life is dependent on it. Damari's life was dependent on the skill set that his parents knew. And the dad ain't exempt either. He just wasn't involved in the situation. There's no reason why Damari should not be with us today. None at all. It saddens me because sometimes I feel like I care more about people's children than the actual people. In some cases, that may be right. Some cases, it may not be. Whatever the case, we have to get it together. This young man should not be gone or missing. It's nothing that, it's no call for or reason for this. And if you know what happened to this child and you're trying to protect some type of street code, throw that out the window. Contact us, contact the police, contact child services, DHS. His life depends on it. But like I said, it's already presumed that he's no longer with us because of bad parenting. I'm not saying I'm a guru at this or a genius at parenting. Trust me, I get it wrong a lot. People have to correct me. I have people that I call when I need advice. But if you feel as though that you're not comfortable in this situation, whereas though you can raise a human being, reach out and seek for help. There's nothing wrong with asking for help from anybody. If this happens to reach out to the family of Damari, please contact us. We are trying to get in contact with you in regards to support, just to see what you may need. You may want to vent or whatever like that. We're here for you. Please, parents, take this job seriously. And trust me, you do not know how to parent just because you had a child. It's a skill set that must be learned. You can't just guess it as time goes on, or do the best you can. I mean, some of y'all do the best you can, and it works out well. But doing the best you can is like a crapshoot. Either you on roll 7 or you gonna crap out. These children are much too important for a situation like that to be taken. Were you risking your own child's life because you're too stubborn or you have too much pride to seek help? This is a very serious job, and please take it seriously. My name is Eamon Hotep Parker. Thank you for your time, and my prayers definitely go out to the family of Damari Carter, even his mom. Like I said, due to her environment, this was her result. What she did was wrong. She's going to have to face the consequences. But she's a victim too. Thank you for your time.